Yo, what's poppin', yo? It's your boy Onetreroc. You already know, like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a little feedback. I got me and my guy AK on here, man. Y'all already know. This late night from the cave. I mean, we bringing this back. You already know how it was before. We bringing this back. I got my guy with me. I'm go ahead and let him introduce himself. Y'all already know who he is, but I'm letting him introduce himself. Go ahead, AK.
Yo, what's going on, man? Glad to be back. Glad to do this with you. I love talking football with you. Great guy to work with. Yeah, man, I am AK Eagles from the Eagles Uncensored podcast. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu, subscribe too. You know what it is. Appreciate you, man, having me on. Let's get it tonight.
You already know, man. Listen, like I said, we bringing this back full throttle. I mean, it ain't really too much to talk about. I'm not even gonna lie, man. We for the past 2 weeks we've been covering everything Eagles. But I mean, we gonna have a little fun with this tonight. Y'all already know how I go to the cave. We got a little drinky drinks, a little smoky smokes. Y'all want to pull up? Pull up, man. Let's get it. But AK, I want to ask you this from the rip though.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl, man. This Super Bowl is so unexpected, man. It's like unexpected. We all expected the Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, um, yeah, one of those kind of Super Bowls. So, I mean, with it being Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford, bro, nobody expected Joe Burrow and Matt Stafford to be in the Super Bowl right now, bro. How excited? I mean, from 1 to 10, how excited are you to watch the Super Bowl?
Man, I'm at an 8. Listen, I'm actually very happy that it's not the same boring shit, Kansas City and Tampa Bay. Just the ones that we automatically assume would have been there. You know, Listen, I really like this Cincinnati team. I really like Joe Burrow and what he's got going on there. Listen, man, I watched his championship game when he played Kansas City, and I must say he's really shown me a lot. This kid is truly a competitor. He's very good at getting away from sacks, I must say, and you have to be behind that O line. Um, but in all honesty, man, their O line, I don't find that much of a concern with them, even though I know they're not the best, but they got them to the show, right? So they can't be that bad. Um, they have Jamar Chase, they got T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, they got Mixon. Dude, this offense is stacked. I mean, I wish that was our three wide receivers. I mean, he's got great wide receivers all around. Defensively, their only weakness is Eli Apple.
Damn,
We're
Eli,
not
your
even
weakness.
starting on him, bro. Like that's their only weakness. Jesse Bates is having one hell of a year, dude. One hell of a year. Listen, I've been on Cincinnati's train since the wild card, and I'm gonna roll with them, man. I feel they have a lot of similarities, like we did in 2017, energy wise, coming into this game. Being underdogs, being counted out. They've been counted out the whole playoffs for the most part. Um, you know, I just have Cincinnati taking this, man. I really do. I think they're going to really, truly upset the Rams. I believe Jamar Chase is going to show Ramsey's weakness. I can't wait for that matchup. You know, I hope Jamar Chase puts him on skates, because if he don't, I look completely stupid and I should not be doing this. But, you know, um, I have Cincinnati, man. I do. I know they got Cooper Cup, OBJ, and all them over there, but I don't know, man. I can't put my hopes and dreams on Stafford. I really can't.
I agree, man. But even like further than that, you got to look at the Joe Burrow story.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, he came to Ohio State. I think he was a #1 recruit.
Hmm.
Didn't touch the field in Ohio State. Didn't touch the field in Ohio State. I mean, Urban Meyer telling this dude year after year after year, you're not good enough. You're not good enough to start for me. Transfers to LSU. I think he plays 2 years there. So, I mean, his first year he was so. Second year, bro, he broke out. Broke out. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Took those dudes to the Natty. Beat one of the best college football programs in college football history, Alabama, in the chip.
Mm-hmm.
Did it with so much pizzazz, so much maxi. Like this dude he's just so cool under pressure.
Yep.
So cool under pressure. He gets drafted. Joe Burrow gets drafted. He has a solid rookie year before he tears his ACL. Solid rookie year. I mean, the team wasn't doing too great, but overall his numbers was great. So
Yep.
he comes back with a vengeance. Fast too off the ACL tear because he did that mid-season, probably mid to end of the season.
Like week 5 or 6,
fast
I'd
off
say.
that ACL tear. Has one of the best seasons ever in NFL history. Bro, this dude is just an amazing story, bro. Amazing story.
Yeah.
So calm. Not scared to get hit. Could play in the pocket, out the pocket, make every throw. He's just as cool as a fan, bro. It's like you can't not root for Joe Burrow. Like if you don't like Joe Burrow, bro, you just a hater for real. You just a hater if you don't like Joe Burrow. He gives you no reason to not like this dude. He's so like around that locker room, dudes love him, coaches love him. Pretty sure the staff over there love him. It's like you ever watch the Joe Burrow interview, bro? It's just so cool. It reminds you of some like 1970s Joe Namath type thing like that.
Yeah.
Like dude is just he's a regular dude that's just great at football.
Yep.
Look at the Cincinnati. Look at when they played the Tennessee Titans, man. Dude got sacked 9 times. 9 times. He just got back up. Every time after he got sacked, he got back up. Like, all right, come on, let's just go on to the next play. He never cried. He never complained. He never bitched. Nothing. Like you can't not root for Joe Burrow. And Matthew Stafford, on the other hand, I've never been a big Matthew Stafford fan. I mean, like never. I've never been a big. He has a strong arm. I mean, he could make every throw, but sometimes he just make bonehead plays. Just bonehead. Like Matthew Stafford. Like he get clean pocket, stare down the receiver, throw an interception. I don't trust Matthew Stafford in big games at all. So I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals in this one too as well, bro. How could you not root for these kids though? How could you not root for these kids, man? Jamar Chase coming in, setting the league on fire. T. Higgins balling over there. Joe Mixon wasn't even supposed to be in the NFL for all that stuff that happened when he was in college. Now this dude balling out of his mind. Tyler Boyd, Pittsburgh representative, man. He's their third best wide receiver, and he can start on any NFL team. Uzama, nobody knew about Uzama, bro. Nobody knew about him, but he had a hell of a season this year. I mean, I know they offensive line didn't look good in that Tennessee game, but they haven't been playing trash all year. It's just, I mean, you going up against a Mike Vrabel defense, you got to bring your hat and lunch pail because that dude is a great defensive coordinator. I feel like the Tennessee Titans faced the best defense. I mean, the Tennessee Titans was the best defense in this playoffs, and I don't feel like Joe Burrow is going to like miss a beat against this Rams defense because if you ever watch the Rams play a physical football team, they are all finesse, bro. All finesse. Every time they played the 49ers, Titans, anybody, a team like that that's going to run the football down your throat, they look bad. So, but the Bengals are not like a finesse, like a power team. So this kind of plays into the Rams defensive scheme wise. So I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a tight game. Probably all the way up until the third, fourth quarter. Whoever get the ball, I feel like it's going to be a last possession type football game. So, I mean, it's going to be exciting, bro. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, all I can say, man, is the Rams are just lucky that the Cincinnati Bengals are not in their division or anywhere that they need to play them in the playoffs because, you know, that interception that Tart dropped, Jesse Bates ain't dropping that. He's not. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's grabbing that. So, you know, that's one thing Stafford cannot do. You know, he cannot make stupid decisions and throw the ball right to the safety. You know, he just can't do that in this game. This is not one of those games you're going to get away with that. You know, it's like you said, this they both have pretty damn good defenses. You know, I believe you're right. This is going to be a more offensive game, kind of like how ours was, you know, when we played the Patriots in 17. Um, you know, I believe it is going to be a heavy offensive game. You're going to see a lot of touchdowns, but in the end, man, I don't know. I just take Burrow's poise over Matthew Stafford, even though Burrow's been in only two and Matthew's been in what, 9, 10, something like that. You know, you can see that nothing really gets to Joe at all.
Yeah, man. I want to talk about Cooper Kupp a little bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because this dude this year, he was I put Cooper Kupp in the top 3 of wide receivers, man, because this dude, like, his route running, his just the way he set his routes up, he just a different kind of receiver, bro. I
Yeah.
love Cooper Kupp. And with the Philadelphia Eagles, I mean, I know we had Devontae Smith, but other than that, we really have no dudes that's just like special.
Yeah.
Like that's just special at this point. Like I like Quest speed and stuff like that, but he takes a lot of plays off. He's not physical off the line of scrimmage. He got to work on stuff like that. So, but bro, Cooper Kupp is a dream wide receiver. Like this dude blocks. He blocks his ass off. He he his route running is crazy. He catch everything that come to him, and he's a touchdown machine. It's like, why can't the Philadelphia Eagles find guys like this? Diamonds in the rough. Cooper Kupp didn't even play in a Division I school. He didn't even play in Division I school, and for them to pull that dude up out the woodworks like that, man, that's what we need to start doing. We got to get some better guys in the scouting division. I mean, the scouting department. We got to get. I mean, we got to get some dudes that actually could get in Howie Roseman's hand because it's crazy, bro. We've been through so much with this wide receiver core. Drafting the Jalen Rager, drafting the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Freddie Mitchell, Todd Pinkston, dudes like that. We never really had, except for like a Jeremy Maclin, Deshaun Jackson, we never really had like a special wide receiver. And in your opinion, what do you think it take to find a dude like that? Even if it's not Division I or like top 10 or something like that. Just, I mean, you got to have an eye for stuff like that.
You know, we should have 2 already. You know, it should be DK and Justin Jefferson, but we're not going there. How I can put this for you, do exactly what you're doing, but do the complete opposite of it. And you'll start finding wide receivers because, dude, we are shitty at doing it. So whatever you're doing, do the complete opposite, and maybe we'll have luck. Listen, man, that is one thing I've always stressed about. You know, I'm tired of everyone getting Julio Joneses, everyone getting Devontae Adams and shit, and we just kind of sit here and just twiddle our thumbs. You know, we need to start having a more aggressive wide receiver core, like you said. You know, no offense, but I'm really tired of the pixie stick wide receivers, man. Speed is not everything to me. You know, I get it. You want speed because you see Tyreek Hill and what he does, but not everyone's Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill, and that's only him. You know, I want more tall wide receivers. I want 6'2", 6'3" people. You know, people that can move and get up and catch the ball. You know, like, we need height again, man. No lie. If it's about 50-50 balls and it's about high-powered offenses, then you need bigger wide receivers. You're not going to get it all done with just these guys that we have, man. You need people. I know there is a couple good wide receivers coming out of this draft, but, dude, we've taken 2 wide receivers in round 1 the last 2 years. I don't really want to do that again. The one that I like that you could possibly get in like 2nd or 3rd round, that's Christian Watson from North Dakota State. Now, granted, it is North Dakota State, but you know what? This kid is big. He's 6'3", 6'4", something like that. He's around 215, 220, and he plays kind of like Mike Evans. You know, and that attracts me a little bit, you know, because if you could get a Mike Evans type wide receiver, that's only good for us, you know. but I'm not doing it in the first round. And it would have to be a second round person, that really opens my eyes for me to make that move. But if it's me though, dude, I'm going free agency for wide receivers. I'm getting like a Mike Williams and like a DJ Chark or somebody a little bit more lower and cheaper, but somebody who will bring the best out of Quez, will help him develop and will challenge him in that slot position. And I only give Quez that slot because I don't want Rager or JJ putting on a midnight green uniform ever again. Never. Like, I just get what you can get for him, man. Move on. But, even if you get Mike Williams and Calvin Ridley, I don't care, man. Just make something happen. But we definitely got to hit this wide receiver core and make them more deadlier than what they are. Because no one's scared of us. Like you said, other than Smith, who do we got? No one's scared of a Rager. No one's scared of a Watkins. At least not yet for Watkins. He might develop into that, but he's still developing. We don't know. But yeah, man, I totally agree. We definitely need to hit the wide receiver group, but I would do that more in free agency than the draft.
I agree, man. It's like, to me, it's like this. Every year is can't miss prospects. And me,
Yeah.
like people was like, oh, when we first drafted Jalen Rager, people was all up in arms. Oh, he's fast, he's quick, he's stuff. I'm like, bro, I watched Jalen Rager for 3 years in college. It's like, this dude is not what y'all think he is. I was telling people that when we drafted him. Get Justin Jefferson. Oh, he's a slot receiver. I'm like, bro, if he's a slot receiver, he's gonna be the best slot receiver in the NFL, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
you can't beat that. I mean, even with DK, people talking about the injuries and stuff like. Listen, you gotta actually watch college football to know what these dudes can do. You get me? And I watch a
Mm-hmm.
whole lot of college football. I mean, Division 1, Division 3. It could be historically black colleges. I watch a whole lot of college football, so
Yeah.
I know what these dudes can do. Like when I put up a draft profile about Darian Beaver. Darian Beaver is 6'4", 255 pounds. He runs like a sub 4.4. Bro, listen, he's gonna be a dog in the NFL.
Yeah.
Sauce Gardner. He's gonna be a dog in the NFL. If you put him in the right situation, he's gonna be a dog. Smoke Monday, he's gonna be a dog.
Yeah.
Devin Lloyd, dog. There's some dudes up there you just can't pass on. And for Howie Roseman, he just tries to do the thing where he tries to outsmart people. Like, oh, I've been watching this. No, pick the safe pick. Pick
Yeah.
the safe pick every time. We don't got time for screw ups right now, Howie Roseman. We don't got time for you to be doing some off the wall stuff like going to go get a Division 3 wide receiver with the 15 pick. Talking about, oh,
Yeah.
I like this dude's measurables. No, pick the safe pick. Pick the
Yeah.
safe pick. That's all you need to do at this point. We got 3 first-round picks. You can't miss on this. You cannot miss on this. I don't care if it's a wide receiver. I don't care if it's a linebacker, pass rusher, safety, anything. You can't miss on none of these picks, bro, because this is going to set us up for the future. This is gonna set us up for the future, man. And if one of these dudes is a bust, it's gonna hurt the team. Because even on defense, we got all older dudes. Offense, we a little bit younger on offense. But
Yeah.
on defense, we got a whole lot of older dudes. Some dudes that's about to be either out the league or they're gonna be on a different football team. So you can't miss on none of these dudes, man. And I feel like our first 3 picks should be defense. If we're gonna go offense, we go into free agency. We go into free agency, running back, wide receiver, lineman, anything like that. We go into free agency. But the defense, we gotta get some young dogs on this defense that can anchor this defense for years to come. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if a N'Kobe Dean sitting there, Devin Lloyd sitting there, Christian Harris sitting there, Sauce Gardner sitting there, you gotta grab one of these dudes. Sauce Gardner is 6'3", 200 pounds, moving like lightning on that field. He plays like a safety at corner. He come up, hit everything you need to do, he can do it. Sometimes he get a little bit too physical, I'm not gonna lie. In the NFL, he probably gonna get a lot of pass interferences at the beginning before he can learn the game. But I mean, that's stuff you could work with. I mean, that's something your defensive back coach can teach this dude. Like, you got to get your hands off this dude at the 5 yards. You got to. You got
Hey,
to. You can't
I'd
just be
rather have a
beating up these.
corner.
You can't just be beating up these wide receivers, bro.
Well, listen, man, I would rather have a corner getting flagged for being too aggressive than not being aggressive enough. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I mean, when you sit there
Facts.
and you look at Nelson this whole season. Now, granted, I know he wasn't as horrible as what we made him out to be, but dude, there was times that kid wanted to make me puke. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just playing too far off, especially like right there in the end zone, like when you were on the 10-yard line and he was letting those slants go and he just kind of sat there and watched them. I'm like, man, if that was a young dude trying for a contract like McPherson or Vincent Jr. or Gowan, dude, they'd be attacking that shit, not just sitting there. You know what I mean? They play aggressive because they're young. So I get what you mean. Like, we do need more aggressiveness on our corner position. We need another Slay for sure.
I agree. I agree. It's just crazy, man. And then with all this Miles Sanders stuff going on, like, is they gonna resign him? Is they not gonna resign him? Stuff like that. It's a lot. It's a bevy of backs in this draft too that can complement Miles Sanders or replace him. So it's like, I mean, it's crazy. There's so many ways we can go into this draft. We can go, but one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to trade none of these picks. You get me? I don't want to trade none of these picks. I feel like we should pick in all three slots, 15, 16, 19. We picking players. We not trading.
Yes.
We picking players, bro. Like, listen, we picking players because you're not going to miss on 3 players in the first round. I'll guarantee you not. If you do, you're a horrible talent evaluator. A horrible talent evaluator. So it don't even matter. Pass rusher, linebacker, safety, corner, it don't matter. You can't miss on 3 picks.
Yeah.
You cannot miss on 3 picks. You remember the Marcus Smiths. You remember all that, AK. We can't do nothing like that this draft, bro. I swear, this if we do, Howie Roseman is gone. He gotta be gone. He gotta be gone.
And no lie, dude, you got some of those picks though too. Like, for instance, I don't really put Derek Barnett on Howie Roseman. I put Derek Barnett on Derek Barnett.
Derek Barnett looked
That's
like
his
he was
fault.
a surefire dude, man. He
Yeah.
broke Reggie White record in sacks.
Yeah.
He looked like a surefire dude. That's not Howie Roseman fault. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
That's on Barnett. So there is certain people I do put on Howie, and there's certain ones I don't. Like Rager and JJ, totally put that on Howie. Barnett I don't. Wilson, I don't know. I'm kind of still up in the air on that. I do put it on him, but I didn't know he would come here and just be that bad. You know what I mean? Like, he did show promise last year. I see what Howie saw in Wilson to bring him here as a linebacker, hoping he would be what he was for Minnesota, and he wasn't. So, just sometimes it's iffy on who to put it on, but I get what you mean. But yeah, I totally agree though with you, man. You do not. You have 3 picks this year. I've heard many people say take 19 and trade it for a first next year. Dude, I'm not doing that. I'm 100% with you. This is about 2022. This is not about 2023. I could give 2 shits about 2023 right now. I want 2022. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is for me. You cannot trade 19 away, especially if you got a top end talent sitting there staring you right in the face. You just can't do that. That's probably the dumbest thing you can ever do. So I agree with you on that.
It's dumb, bro. It's like, first of all, these picks right here set you up for the future.
Yes.
The future. Right? So it's like, I mean, you're already paying Fletcher Cox a lot of money. You're already paying Hargreaves a lot of money. I mean, Slate probably about to get a bag. I mean, you gotta, these dudes right here, you basically not paying these dudes for the next 3 to 4 years. So you gotta hit on these jumps. He's talking about Eli bum.
He is a bum.
Where'd that come from?
Because I said earlier, Eli's
He is a
the
bum,
weakest.
though. I ain't gonna lie. He's a bum.
Yeah.
I call the Rams to be in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure everybody did.
Yeah.
Soon as Stafford traded. Oh, all right, but I agree. We're gonna give a shout out to everybody in the chat though, man. Shout out to Grand Dizer. Miss Bird Gang. How you doing, Miss Bird Gang? Her swagger call. What's up, yo, bro?
What's up, man?
What I say? Backyard Birds podcast. What's good, my guy?
What's up, Jerry Lee?
What's I'm
What's
still
up,
cracking
Dio?
up at this Elon ball. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? We rocking tonight.
Yes, sir. It's too
We
low.
rocking tonight.
That's too low,
17,
man.
13 Rams. I don't see it happening.
Yeah,
That's
that's
too
way
low.
too
That's
low.
too low.
Yeah,
These two high power offenses. You gotta remember that, bro.
you're probably looking
Two
around
high
the
powered
30s.
offenses.
Yeah, you're probably looking around 30s there, like 32,
What's up,
34.
Nina?
What's up, Nina? How you
Yeah, in
doing?
the 30, probably 27-ish, 30 range.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee you ain't gonna be no 13, 17.
If it is, I'll be shocked as hell, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bengals with the upset. How you doing tonight,
yep.
Nina? Let's get it. I mean, listen, bro. It's like I feel like this. Like I said, there's no way you can f up three picks. You get me? There's no way you
What
can.
you-
I mean, you probably missed on one of them, but there's no way you can f up all three picks. There's no way, no way. Even if they're not superstars, solid NFL football players that's gonna be around the team for a while and that's gonna be making plays. I'm good with that. Everybody don't gotta
Yeah.
be a superstar. Cause I mean, in all reality, we is picking at 15. It ain't gonna be no Kyle Hamilton up there. There's not gonna be no Devin Lloyd. It's not gonna be no Christian Harris probably. There's not gonna be none of these big impact players. So, I mean, there's no way you can not pick a solid football player, Howie Roseman. A solid football player. So, with that being said, what programs? I mean, we basically just start dipping into the SEC type players and stuff like that. So, what program would you go into to get some of their players? I know the SEC is wide open. The SEC always got dogs in it. Looking beyond the SEC, what programs would you go into to get solid football players?
Well, listen, man, I've had my 3 picked for at least 2 weeks now. I obviously am like you. I'm going all defense as well in this draft. Because like you said, we have way too many aging players, and here very soon we'll have so many leaving and not enough to replace them. So, with 15, I'm looking at probably Johnson or Karlaftis. So that's a Texas A&M guy, right, and a Purdue guy. So, I mean, there are 2
Yeah.
separate ones.
Johnson, what? Johnson is safety, right? Corner.
No, he's a defensive edge rusher. He's edge.
Oh,
Jermaine
okay.
Johnson. Yeah. So I'd go that way. I would even if Kels would retire before the draft, which I hope he doesn't, but if he would, then on that note, if Linderbaum is sitting there at 15, I would take Linderbaum just to solidify that center, so I would not have to move Jordan Mailata because I don't want to do that. I believe him, or not Mailata, him and Dickerson, Mailata and Dickerson make a good team over there on that left side. I don't want to move Dickerson at all to center. So if he's there, I would take him. But if not, then it's defense for sure. But 16, I've always been an advocate for Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis would be a stud on this defensive front and in the middle there with Hargraves. I get it. Jordan Davis does not produce that many sacks. I understand he only had 2 this year. But I look further than the sacks. I look at the defensive disruption that he creates, how he can break double teams and still tackle halfbacks in the backfield. There's a lot that we need. And trust me, Jordan Davis would be a future star for us for the next 10 years. I truly believe that he's a huge disruption, and even if it's not sacks, dude, he can get to the quarterback very quickly. And it's like you said, he's about your one guy that you were just talking about. Jordan Davis is 6'6", 300 and what 30 pounds, and he's fast, super fast for a defensive lineman. So and a guy that big who can move that
Beast in
fast,
that
I would
middle. He a
love to
beast
see
in that
that.
middle.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a Jordan Mailata on the defensive line. So I'm all for it. And then 19, I know it's a little crazy. I believe we can find some pretty good talent in the second round for linebacker, to be honest. There is still some good linebackers in the second. If none of them are there at 19, I would do that. But at 19, I'm either going with Smoke Monday or Brisker. Sure up that safety position right away. It's because I'm pretty sure we're going to lose McLeod. Harris is still up in the air for me. I wouldn't mind signing him again for another 1-year deal or 2-year deal. He didn't do half bad for us, but that would also give you your vet to kind of help mentor these young guys, whoever are back there. And even Epps, I like Epps a lot too. I believe Epps has a lot going for him. But yeah, man, that's where my first 3 picks go, and it's all defense because that's what we need more than offense for sure.
To answer your question, Backyard Birds, if it's me, I'm sticking with Jalen next year. To be honest, I'm sticking with Jalen next year. I'm putting a little bit more talent around him. If this dude can't get it done, then he's gone after this year. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sticking with Jalen. But this year right here, if I'm gonna say this, he got so much tape this year on film. If this dude can't sit down, watch what defense is trying to do to him, correct what he's doing. I mean, he has 3. He had this is third off season. This is third off season. If he can't sit down and watch what dudes are trying to do to him, like teams are trying to do to him, and correct it with the talent around him that we brought in this year, or if we even bring the talent in, then he's not our quarterback. You get me? I'm a Jalen. I mess with Jalen Hurts, but I'm not a Jalen Hurts. How can I say this? I'm not the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. You get me? I like him as our quarterback. I want him to get better, stuff like that. But I'm not one of them dudes that's just gonna sit there and make excuses for him. I mean, in that playoff game, he played horrible. He played horrible. The throws was there. He didn't make the throws. But I feel like he did enough to warrant him another chance this year. I mean, and if he can improve on last year to this year, then I feel like he's going to be our quarterback. But I mean, I'm not drafting no quarterback this year, especially not high. Now, if it's like 6th, 7th, stuff like that, I'll think about it. Probably even 5th. But I'm not drafting no quarterback high, like a Pickett or one of those dudes. I'm not drafting no quarterback high. I mean, Jalen Hurts really cost you nothing. He cost you nothing this year. I mean, he's not due for a contract yet. I mean, now you just build around this dude. You put the talent around this dude and see what he could do with the talent around him. But I'm not drafting no quarterback. I'm not going to go get a Russell Wilson. I'm not going to go get none of those guys because they're going to want money. That's going to hurt our team. Russell Wilson, in all reality, he had DK Metcalf over there, Lockett over there. He had 2 great wide receivers, and he still didn't make it back to the Super Bowl. So what you think he gonna do over here? I'm sticking with Jalen Hurts. I am. I'm sticking with Jalen Hurts. I can say that honestly from the bottom of my heart. I want this dude to come back and get another go at it, man, with a little bit better talent around him, and see if he can improve. I'm sticking with Jalen Hurts for the most part.
Yeah, um, I have to agree there. Um, Listen, I do like Jalen Hurts. I'm a very big advocate of him. I love the kid to death, but I'm not afraid to sit here and call bullshit when he does things wrong. You know, I do believe he has all the desire and all the intelligence to be great. He just has to put it all together. You know, um, If he cannot get it done, say we bring in a Mike Williams, we bring in a Calvin Ridley, and we give this kid weapons and he can't do anything with it. Hey, I'm always about the name on the front first before the name on the back.
Right.
It is what it is at this point. But I am also not going to sit here and not give someone a chance. I will not sit here and say a kid is a bust after 1 year, after 2 years. Especially after hearing Drew Brees at the beginning of the year when he had his one-on-one interview. He sat there and said, it took me 3 years to learn the NFL and all the defenses and what it took to beat them. He's like, so, and he's one of the best to ever do it. So I got to take that into my equation when I look at this kid. He's only had one full year, and he did pretty damn good with the little tools that we gave him. He really did. So I'm actually very excited to see what this kid will do and how much he improves when we actually give him more legit weapons on offense.
I agree, man. Listen, I followed Jalen Hurts since high school, man. Since high
Yeah.
school. But this is my whole point about Jalen Hurts. Watching him in high school, college, now in the NFL. He looks like the same dude.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you hate on Jalen Hurts," nothing like that. I speak on what I see. You know that, AK. I speak on what
Yeah.
I see. I don't never try to hate on the player. You
No.
get it how you get it. I will never try to hate on the player.
Yeah.
I just speak on what I see. I speak on what I see. He been the same dude, one breed dude, uses athleticism, but eventually that athleticism is not going to be there. You're going to have to actually be a quarterback. Ask Michael Vick. Ask
Mm-hmm.
Michael Vick. It took Michael Vick so many years to really be an NFL quarterback. He was an athlete at the quarterback position. And I feel like that's what Jalen Hurts is right now. He's an athlete at the quarterback position. Lamar Jackson, an athlete at the quarterback position. Colin Murray had to learn. You can't just use your legs all the time, big dog. That's not gonna win every game for you. You're gonna have to throw that
Russell Wilson
football.
had to learn.
Russell Wilson, yeah, exactly. Russell Wilson had to learn. You gotta throw that football. You have to, because after a while you're gonna run into a Todd Bowles. You're gonna run into a dude like that. You're gonna run into a dude like that. It's like, bro, all Todd Bowles did. I watched that playoff game and I was so disgusted, bro. Because all Todd Bowles did was sit his slot corners, safeties out on the edge. Now you
Yep.
can't run. You blitz that middle. You can't run. The throw, AK. The throws was there to be made. AK, you agree or you disagree? Disagree.
I agree. 100%.
The throws is there to be made. If you can't beat an NFL football team with your arm in the playoffs, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. I don't care who you are. You could be the best athlete. Michael Vick never won a Super Bowl. Michael Vick never won a Super Bowl. He's one of the greatest athletes at quarterback ever. He never
Yep.
won a. Randall Cunningham never won a Super Bowl. You gotta learn to beat that statistic, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy, but it's true. The athlete at the quarterback thing, that's a regular season type stuff. But once you get to the playoffs and you get to these dominant defensive coordinators and stuff like that, these smart defensive coordinators like a Todd Bowles, something like that, bro, they're going to game plan for you. They're going to
Yep.
game plan for you, and they're going to game plan well. There's other athletes on the defense that can match your speed, match all that, match whatever you're trying to do, and they're going to put their best player in the spot and force you to throw the football. And that's what they did to Jalen Hurts, and he couldn't accomplish it. Hopefully, he can
Yep.
do it next year. Hopefully. Because you know Howie Roseman patience with quarterbacks. He don't see this dude developing. What's going to happen, AK? Jalen Hurts going to be out of here, right? He going to be out.
Well,
I don't
see
care how
that.
much. I don't care how much Howie Roseman sit in press conferences and say, "Oh, I love this dude. I love that dude. I love that dude." If you not especially at the quarterback position, he'll hold on to a wide receiver, a cornerback for the longest. But when it comes to the quarterback position, this dude is so flimsy. He's so flimsy with the quarterback position. So it's not me. It's not me getting on Jalen Hurts. It's more of Me knowing Howie Roseman and Jeffrey Lurie, they're gonna be looking for the next best thing if he can't perform. And you know that, AK. That
Yep.
everybody in this chat, they know that. They know how Howie Roseman is.
You know, that's something that I thought of long and hard for a while. You know, it is the QB position, and you know, I watched that interview after we lost to Tampa, and I saw Nick in them. And listen, we've seen Howie for a long time, have we not? I mean, it's been what, how many years now, since 2010? So around 12 years we've seen him straight. Me and you at least. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for Yeah, I'm trying to think how to say this. For once in my life, I truly think, and some people may laugh at this, some people might not, but it's just something that I thought of. For once in my life, after all the years of hearing Howie talk, it seems like Nick might have gotten to Howie a little bit. You know, especially after the season was over, him sitting there saying the things he was saying, it didn't sound like typical Howie, right? Like somewhere, somehow, Howie and Nick came to an agreement and an understanding, and he understands the way Nick's process is and how he wants to do it. So I'm like, all right, well, that might be a good thing. But then I go to thinking, I was like, well, does that mean Hurts is safe? No, because my mind immediately shoots up to upstairs to Jeffrey. You know, in the end, when Russell becomes available, or one of these guys that, or Watson, or whoever the hell wants to become available, and they say, "Hey, we'll come there for whatever, if you guys make it work." I don't think I'd be so worried about Howie at this point as I would be Jeffrey. You know, because will these two have the nerve to stand up to Jeffrey, the man who pays them, and say, "Dude, let us do our jobs. Let us, you know, do what we do. We know what we're putting at stake here, but we feel we're doing the right thing." You know, or will they just bow to them and do it? You know, that's something we as Eagle fans have to realize, that even though someone's on the same page, not all of them are. You know, and in the end, Jeffrey gets what he wants because he's the one that signs the paychecks. And if he wants Russell, well, unfortunately, he'll be on this team, and we all know that. But that doesn't mean that's the right choice. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. I agree, man. It's crazy because even with the Howie Jeffrey thing, it's like we got so much of a short leash on quarterbacks, but it don't apply to every other position. That's what make me mad. Like, there's no reason
Yeah.
JJ Arthur-Whiteside should still be on this football team, bro. There's no reason for this dude to be on this football team still.
No, he can
He
block.
literally,
He can block.
he
He can block.
literally gave us nothing since he's been in the NFL, man. He literally gave us nothing. Derek Barnett, I appreciate Derek Barnett for helping us to get that Super Bowl, but every year after that, Derek Barnett really hasn't done nothing for us. Nothing for us at all. Um, who else can I say? Hanging on to Sidney Jones for so long. We knew Sidney Jones was a bust after probably the second year of his career. We knew he was a bust. Um,
Yep.
who else can I say? Who else can
Jalen
I say we
Mills.
held on to for so? Jalen
Jalen
Mills. Oh
Mills.
my God. Oh my God. Jalen Mills.
Ronald
Ronald
Darby.
Darby.
Ah, we said it at the same time. Ronald
Bro,
Darby.
Ronald Darby, bro. Oh my God, yo. It's just he has such a short leash on every other position but
Yeah.
the quarterback. Like, there's no reason Carson Wentz shouldn't be on this football team. There's no reason Carson Wentz shouldn't be on this football team, bro. I
You're
know,
glad
I
it is
know,
so.
I know what happened in Indianapolis. It wasn't good, but I mean, Carson Wentz should still be a Philadelphia Eagle right now, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He should still be a Philadelphia Eagle. There's no reason he shouldn't be here. Um, all that stem from Howie Roseman thinking he outsmarted somebody. Now we got Jalen Hurts, and now I see a lot of people in this fan base, this organization, they questioning this dude. But why question him? He's a second year guy. Played 4 games his rookie year. Um, we seen some bad this year, but we seen a lot of good from this dude. There's no reason to believe that this dude can't improve. There's no reason to believe it because
Yeah.
we seen him at Alabama. Then he goes to Oklahoma. He has one of the best seasons of his college football career. So there's no reason to think this dude won't put the work in to improve. But it's like, I mean, it's just so much like turmoil in this on his team, man. Holding on to Fletcher Cox for a little bit too long. Fletcher Cox is burnt out. He burnt out. I mean, he burnt out. He getting paid a lot of money to give us 4 sacks a year. So he burnt out. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like at this point, Javon Hargraves is a better defensive tackle than Fletcher Cox right now. So,
Oh
and
yeah.
there's nothing we could do about it. All the bad contracts. All the bad
Yeah.
contracts. There's nothing we can do. Fletcher Cox is owed so much money right now. A team is gonna have to come and take that money off our hands for us to get rid of this dude, man. So there's nothing really we could do about Fletch right now. I feel like at this point, Fletch's gonna be a Philadelphia Eagle for the rest of his career. Just because he took so many he took so many. Damn, what's that called right now, AK? I'm blanking right now.
What?
When they kick
I'm
the
trying to.
money down the line a little bit.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yep.
yeah, cutbacks. He took cutbacks pretty much. I mean, that's the way I put it. Like
Yeah. He
they
took a
just
whole
forced it
lot
to
of
the
cuts,
back end of
and
the
they
contract.
stretched this dude money out so far. I think it's like 4 or 5 years. He's still going to be getting paid heavily. So it ain't nothing we can
Yeah.
do about Fletch right now, and that's my dog. I love Fletcher Cox. I feel like, I mean, I always been a big Fletcher Cox fan, but at the end of the day, he's not really giving us nothing right now. So
I mean,
I
for
mean,
Cox, man, the only thing I can suggest is you got to restructure his contract just to get him out of here.
restructure. Yep, that's what it
Yeah.
was. AK restructure. Yep.
You know, I mean, if you have any hope of getting him out of here, that's why I said if you take Jordan Davis at 16, dude, you know right there and then that Cox is gone. If Jordan Davis or any DT in the first round ends up on this team, he's pretty much gone. I don't see us sticking around and keeping him, man. Because, like I said, 2 sacks for 20 million, that's too far fetched for me, bro. I love Cox to death, don't get me wrong, but dude, that's too steep. I can't do that. You know, if I'm paying somebody 20 million, you better give me more than 2 sacks.
Exactly. 20 mil. 2
I mean,
sacks.
hell, Aaron Darnold makes less than Fletcher Cox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Aaron Darnold's only making like 16 mil or 17 mil a year to Cox's 20, and he produces way more than Fletcher Cox. That's bad.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And that's a Howie Roseman thing. I don't blame Fletcher Cox. Like, he gonna take the money if it's there. I don't blame
Yeah,
Fletcher Cox. That's a Howie Roseman thing. And there's no way you think you're gonna keep
Dick.
restructuring, and it's not gonna come back to bite you. It's gonna come
Yeah,
back to bite you. Dude's gonna get older. Dude's gonna get slower. It's like, bro, you think you outsmarting dudes, but you really not. You really just put yourself in a hole. Sometimes you just gotta let go of some of these dudes, man. Like a Brandon Brooks. We knew Brandon Brooks was cooked like 3 years ago.
yeah,
We knew he was cooked like 3 years ago. He couldn't stay on the field. When he was on the field, he was dominant, but he couldn't stay on the field. He couldn't stay on the field. We getting 2-3 games out of Brandon Brooks before he go down with a major injury. We knew he was cooked. The best thing he could have ever done for us was retire. That was the
yep,
best thing he could have ever done for us was retire because he was never gonna stay healthy. He was never gonna stay healthy, man. Man, I got a whole lot of respect for Brandon Brooks. I got a whole lot of respect for him, but it's like, bro, when it's your time, it's your time. Like at this point, I feel like it's Fletcher Cox time. I don't want to see you go out like that, big dog. You've been so dominant in the NFL for so many years. You lost a step. It's cool. Time to hang it up. Time to
yeah.
hang it
No
up.
lie, man. Don't ruin your reputation over your ego just because you feel you can still play. I mean, granted, bro, if you feel you can still play, that's fine. Just don't do it for us. because obviously we've seen you're on a decline very quickly. I mean, let's face it. Like I said, he's an all-time legend here, man. It's no disrespect to him, but eventually we got to move on, man. We do. I hate seeing players go that we love deeply and we care so much about. But guess what? That's how the NFL is, man. We got to stop thinking that this is just fantasy. This is a fucking business. In the end, the NFL is a huge mafia. All right, that's truly what they are. They run everything. They have more power than probably presidency. I'm not even playing. The NFL is their own thing, and listen, man, we all hate it, but it's time. It is. We set Fletch up for life, dude. He has nothing to worry about. Just
Nothing.
take your shit and go, man. Like, because
Fletch
no
don't want to
lie,
play football no more. He want to sit on his farm. I mean, raise his cattle, stuff like that. Go hunting. That pique his interest right now. So I mean, if you want, like if you look at a guy like Brandon Graham, Brandon
mhm,
Graham want to play football for forever. He want to play football for forever, bro.
yeah,
It's like I don't think Fletch got that same drive. I don't think he got that same drive. So I mean, it's not like on some real. If it was me, I'll go to Chicago and grab a Akeem Hicks or something like that. Like, what y'all want for Akeem Hicks right now? I'll give y'all what y'all want for him. I ain't giving y'all no first round pick or nothing like that, but I'll give y'all what y'all want for him because that dude is a
mhm.
monster.
If I'm going for
Some
anyone
people.
Chicago, bro, it's going to be Khalil Mack, hands down. Not Hicks.
It's gonna be
I'm
hard to
going
get
for
Khalil Mack though, man.
No, he's on the back end of his contract, bro.
It's
They've
gonna be
paid him
hard.
all his money. They've paid him all his money. Like
Oh
he's only
shit.
got like a year or two left, dude. You could get Khalil Mack and put him next on the opposite side of BG. Good luck. Good luck. That's all I gotta say, man. That would be a
I'm
hell
good
of a
with
duo
that.
right
Yo, if
there.
we could grab a Khalil Mack, but you seen, man, Philadelphia 76ers got James Harden, bro. Anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. We could get a Khalil Mack. That's Super Bowl type trade right there.
Right?
Especially that's super
And
because Mack is a good.
no, I was just gonna say the only reason he didn't really do anything this year is because he got injured for the first time in nearly forever. So I mean, he doesn't have injuries behind him. I get it. He's a little older, but don't think for 1 minute that's going to slow him down. He's still going to come back and be Khalil Mack. You know what I mean?
I get it, yeah. I love Khalil Mack on this team, man. Especially based on the fronts that Jonathan Gannon run. He mean what 5'2", 3'4", 4'3".
Yeah.
He changed it up so much. If you could get a dominant pass rusher, bro, I feel like it'll work. I feel like it'll work. It'll help the secondary out. It'll help the linebackers out. It'll help everybody out. I mean, we could bring in a Christian Harris, Darian Beaver, something like that. That can go alongside T.J. Edwards. We get
Yep.
Davion Teller a little bit more healthy, man. Keep this dude healthy. I feel like we got a solid linebacker core. I mean, or even if we could go get a Dante Hightower, Jordan Hicks, uh, a Bar, something like that. We could get one of these dudes, bro. Like a high free agent or something like that. Bringing a rookie that could go alongside T.J. Edwards. That's a solid linebacking core right there. I mean, so let me ask you this:
Yeah.
in a perfect world, in a perfect world, what would your defense look like, AK?
Like are we talking with who's in the league now, or are we talking about like just in general?
Just
Like,
period. Draft. Who's in the league now? Free agency. What would AK's defense look like? Who you gonna go get?
um, definitely Khalil Mack would be on one side. Got to throw LT in there. Uh, Warren Sapp. Um, Vince Wilfork. I'd have Warren Sapp and Vince Wilfork in the middle. And then I don't know, man. There's so much talent here.
You not bringing back Dawkins? Because I'm bringing back Dawkins.
Well, yeah, I haven't got to play yet. I'm only on the defensive line. um, and then we'll say Joey Boza on the other side.
That's solid. That's solid.
For left, I'd take TJ Watt. Or actually, you know what? Let's change that. Let's put the Watt brothers together. Give me JJ in his prime, and then give me TJ right behind him. Middle linebacker, definitely Luke Kuechly for middle linebacker, hands down. Like, I love Luke, man. Sad he was a Panther, but dude, Kuechly was a beast. And then right, like I said, LT for Lawrence Taylor. Safety would be Woodson and Dawkins. And then corners would have to be Darrell Revis. You know what? No, I have to stick. I was going to change one of the safeties to Sean Taylor, but you know what? I can't do that because you'd only have like 3 or 4 years from him. So sadly, but he was one hell of a player. Yeah, I'd have Revis, Sanders, Dion, obviously, and give me Ramsey, man.
Damn. That's a crazy defense right there, yo.
Right? That's my MUT team, though, pretty much, though, on Madden, man. So that's why I went with it.
Yeah, that's a nasty defense. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm going to start linebacker. I'm going Pat Willis in the middle. Pat Willis.
Oh, Penn State? Hell yeah.
I'm going Pat in the middle. Who I'm putting alongside him? I'll probably go Kuechly outside. Who else I'm putting beside him? Damn, that's hard. There's so many dudes. Whew.
I know. Now you know what I'm going through.
There's so many dudes, bro. It's crazy. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going Urlacher in the middle. Pat Willis
nice
outside.
choice.
Kuechly outside. That's 3 dominant linebackers right there. Warren Sapp, defensive tackle. Aaron Donald. Lawrence Taylor.
You take Aaron Donald over Warren Sapp?
No, that's my 2 defensive tackles. Warren Sapp and Aaron Donald.
Oh, yeah, he's not a defensive tackle. That's right. My bad.
Yep. Warren Sapp, Aaron Donald. Julius Peppers and Javon Curse on my ends. Julius Peppers and Javon Curse on my end. 2 freaks of nature. Woo! They get to that quarterback. You know that.
Man, hey, before you go on, though, we're both going to hell because we didn't pick Reggie White, either of us.
Damn. I forgot about Reggie.
It just popped into my mind, dude. I was like, why didn't I grab Reggie?
I'm going to have to replace Javon Curse with Reggie then.
I think JJ's not Reggie. Yeah, I think JJ's not Reggie.
I'm keeping LT over there. Damn. For my secondary, I'm going Revis, Dion, Dawkins. Revis, Dion, Dawkins. And I'm going to throw a little curveball in there. I'm going Bob Sanders. Sanders, man. 2 hitters back there. Dawkins and Bob Sanders. Who coming across that middle, AK? Who coming
Actually, I
across
got
that
one
middle?
better
That's
for
my
you. I
defense
got
right
one
there,
better
bro.
for you. Troy Polamalu.
Oh, Troy. No,
Yeah, you gotta
I
have
got one
Troy, bro.
better. I'm going
Troy's
Ed
the
Reed,
disaster zone. He's the danger zone, man. You can't. Mm-mm.
bro. I would love Troy, but I'm going Ed Reed. I'm going
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Edward Reed
Yep,
from
yep,
the University of Miami, from the
yep.
Baltimore Ravens. I'm going Edward Reed, bro. Dawkins and Ed Reed. Oh my god, AK. Where
That'd
you
be
throwing the
terrible.
football at? Where you
Not
throwing the
deep,
football at? AK? No,
not
I
deep.
ain't no Cam. I like Cam Chancellor, but no, I gotta go Dawkins over Cam Chancellor. Dawkins and Ed Reed over Cam Chancellor. That's top three. That's top three safety right there. Ed
Yeah.
Reed, Brian Dawkins. That's top three safety right there. That's crazy. All right, so we're gonna flip it
Oh,
to the
Jerry,
offensive
that's a
side
good
then,
one
AK.
too, bro. Ray Lewis.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I
Ray
forgot
Lewis.
about Ray
Ah, I
Ray.
forgot
I
about
forgot about Ray Ray.
Ray.
Dude, if you had Urlacher,
Forgot
Ray
about
Ray,
Ray.
and Keekly, dude, imagine that. Ray Lewis, Urlacher, and Keekly. Oh my God.
Oh my
Good night.
god.
Good night.
I forgot about Ray Ray. And that's my favorite linebacker ever in NFL history. And I forgot about Ray. That's crazy.
Dude, Ray was a dog. I'm surprised you chose Urlacher. That blew my mind. I was like, dude, I remember watching him. Oh my God.
Urlacher was a monster.
He was a
He
monster,
was a
dude.
monster at linebacker.
The White Knight,
I'm
bro.
going
The
we're gonna
White
flip to the
Knight.
offensive side then, AK. Give me your fantasy offensive team.
All right, I can't really touch the O line, dude, because there's way too many O
Yeah, we
linemen.
ain't gonna do O line.
Yeah,
It's hard. It's hard.
um,
Yeah, we ain't gonna do
I
O
couldn't
line.
even remember them all
Your
anyway, to
skill
be honest.
position and your quarterback.
Okay. All right, I'm
He's
gonna
talking
start
about
with
Nate Gerry.
halfbacks first. Yeah, I'm gonna start with halfback first, man. Um,
pick two.
two of them. Are we doing? Are we
Pick two.
doing? Okay. Barry Sanders, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
And dude, I hate to say it, man, but you know what? No, I'm not going. Walter Payton and Barry
Barry
Sanders.
Sanders and Walter. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's dangerous. Ain't they like
Right.
they like the top? What they in the top three in rushing all
I
time?
think so. Yeah.
Sheesh.
I would have picked LT, but you know what? I had to go a little old school because those old style halfbacks, man, they knew how
Damn,
to do.
prime time. That's a good combination right there too.
Yeah.
Junior Seau, Derek Thomas. Oh my god.
Yeah. There's so many, man. I was
There's
also
so
thinking,
many.
who's the one that was beside Willis that was also from Penn State on the 49ers
Navarro
Super?
Bowman.
Bowman, yes, dude. Bowman's another one, man. If it wasn't for that leg injury, Bowman would be.
Bowman was a
I don't even
dog,
know.
bro.
He
Like
was a dog.
if you see Patrick Willis and Bowman on the field, they look like split images of each other. It was
Yeah, they
crazy.
were amazing together, dude. And I'll tell you what. So yeah, I would do Barry Sanders and Walter Payton. Wide receivers, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, and Calvin Johnson.
Oh my lord.
Tight end.
So who going in the slot, AK?
Jerry Rice.
You put Jerry in the slot?
Putting Jerry in the slot. Yep. Moss will be 1. Calvin will be 2. Jerry in the slot. Good luck with that one.
Ew.
That's all I gotta say.
Ew.
Tight end, I would probably take. Well, there's no question. It would be Rob Gronkowski, and is it 2 for this one as well?
Yep.
Oh, this one's tough because I'm
nasty.
I'm stuck between Kittle, Waller, and Kels for number 2. Um, Give me Kittle at number 2. So you got Gronk and Kittle.
Mm.
Um, Now what do I need? Just a quarterback, right? 2 or 1?
This one. Yeah, this one.
This one. Oh man.
That's hard. That's hard. That's hard, bro.
I'm gonna put him on this team just because he's never won a Super Bowl, and I believe the man deserves it. So he's going to get one for this team. Dude, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there. I understand that, but I really like watching this guy play football when I grew up. And Dan Marino.
You messed it up, AK.
No, I won't. I won't say Dan.
I loved your list, man. Until you said
No,
Dan
I
Marino,
won't
man.
say Dan. I won't say Dan. No. No, that was supposed to be a funny, honestly. Listen, I'm gonna have to go with Joe Montana, man.
Steve Smith definitely was a dog, though. Back out.
Yeah, Steve Smith was good. Yeah.
He was a
No,
dog.
I'm gonna go with Joe Montana, dude. I really enjoyed watching Joe play football.
All right, so with your backs though, who you starting, Barry or Walter? That's hard.
Now that's a
too.
fucking tough one. Why would you ask that?
That's hard too. That's hard
Listen,
too.
man. I'm gonna say Barry would be my 1 and 2, and Walter would be my 3 and 4.
Mm.
You know, like no lie, Walter Payton, he's a lot more power. Barry can break tackles. I get that, but I don't know, man. Obviously, Barry would be my first choice, but dude, Walter Payton could do things that Barry Sanders couldn't. Barry Sanders could do things Walter Payton couldn't. So it's kind of like a running back by committee approach, so to speak.
I agree. So any given day, anybody could start, right?
Yeah, just all depends. I mean, if Barry's having a bad day, throw in Walter. If Walter's having a bad day, throw in Barry. You know,
I get it. All right, I'm about to give you mine now. This about to be fire. I'm gonna start off with the wide receivers though. I'm going T.O. I gotta take T.O. That's my guy. Marvin Harrison in the slot. T.O. Marvin Harrison in the slot. And then I'm gonna have to go. Damn. I'm going Randy. T.O. Marvin Harrison, Randy. Bro, that's fire right there. Running backs. It's hard. It's so many. It's like this crazy. But I'm going Emmett. I'm gonna have to go Emmett Smith. And I'm gonna have to go. Who gonna be my change of pace back? Cause Emmett coming in for the power. I don't want to go Barry because you went Barry. I don't want to go Walter because you went Walter. That's hard.
I know, right?
That's hard. I'm going Chris Johnson.
That's a good one.
Bro.
That's a good one.
Emmett and Chris Johnson, man. They're my two backs right there. Tight ends. I'm going. My tight end is going to have to be. Fuck, man. Yeah, because I don't want to keep picking the same players you pick. So I'm going to have to go. Tony. I'm gonna go Tony Gonzalez, and I'm gonna go Jason Witten. Tony Gonzalez and Jason Witten, bro. And my quarterback that's gonna cap that off it gotta be Peyton Manning. I'm going with Peyton Manning. Indianapolis Peyton Manning. Not the later year Denver Peyton Manning, but Indianapolis Peyton Manning. It's a dominant offense right there. I like yours a little better though, I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna
Which
lie, I
one?
like yours a little better, but
Oh, Joe
I gotta
Montana.
go Peyton. I'm gonna cap it off with Peyton.
Hey, don't feel bad, bro. I was about to pick Johnny Unitas.
Ah!
I seriously was. The dude's a dog, man. He could run too, which made him great.
Those some fire teams right there, man. Yo, in the comments, let us know who team was better, man. I know y'all probably gonna pick AK, but I mean, I know y'all probably gonna pick AK. AK had them dogs on this team. I ain't even gonna lie, but I mean, let us know what team was better, man. I like the Aaron Rodgers thing, but man, I gotta go Peyton, man. He really was a commander on that football team, man.
Steve Young ain't bad either. Yeah.
It was a dub. It was a dub. First 2 years was kind of shaky, but after that, he took over the league, man. So I gotta go Peyton. Who is better?
Hey, I got a question for you. You know, we got some time to kill here. We're not speeding through anything.
Right.
What is? Let's go through this then. What's your top three QBs of all time? Like of
All time.
all the quarterbacks of all time. Just so you're personal. It don't need to be a biased answer. It doesn't need to be stat driven. It's just your all time that you enjoyed watching.
My favorite.
Yeah, your top three of all time.
All right. Whoo. Let me think. I gotta go Peyton number one. Vic number two. Michael Vick. It's not based on stats, nothing like that.
No, just favorites. Yep.
All right, bet. So I gotta go Peyton number one, Vic number two. Damn. Aaron Rodgers number three. Peyton, Vic, Aaron Rodgers. They're my favorite three quarterbacks ever of all times. And I love Vic just because he was just different when he came into the league. He wasn't like a conventional quarterback. He was just different. So, I mean, Vic really like made me start loving football. If it wasn't like Brian Dawkins or somebody like that or Marshall Faulk, Vic was the reason I really started loving the game of football. It was like watching him at Virginia Tech do what he was doing. Then transition into the NFL. Still dominant in the NFL. So, I mean, that's my top three right there. And Peyton Manning was my favorite just because of how he controlled the offense. He made every throw he needed to make. He really was a general on the field. I really was a big Peyton Manning fan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, on some real, if we're going to add a fourth, I got to go Tom Brady. You got to respect dude. You got to respect Tom Brady, bro, because he did something no NFL quarterback ever did, and that's win 7 Super Bowls. Like, the dude just is a monster. He was a monster, bro.
Yeah.
I like Jamal Lewis, Vic. I like Jamal Lewis. I like Baltimore Jamal Lewis, though.
Yeah.
Baltimore Jamal Lewis was a monster. Once he went to all them other teams, he was just average. But Baltimore Jamal Lewis, he was a beast. I don't know. I never seen Tony Dorsett play in real life. You know, I'm a little younger, so I mean, I know a lot of people liked him and stuff like that, but I wasn't really. I can't really get on the Tony Dorsett train.
Yeah, I mean, see, you would have had me at Torrey Smith, though.
I love Torrey Smith, man. That was
I know, right? Greatest show on turf, Torrey Smith.
Isaac Bruce, Marshall,
yep.
Kurt Warner. Oh
yep.
my God, them dudes, they was making noise.
Yeah, no, dude, mine would have to be my number one would definitely have to be Michael Vick as well. You know, I listen, Michael Vick took over the NFL when he came in. You know, I mean, he truly dominated everything. I liked watching him from an athletic standpoint. It wasn't just as a football player and what he could do on a field. Like, dude, I've watched that dude do things I've never seen another man do ever in my life, you know? Number two for me would definitely be Steve Young. You know, I really like Steve Young a lot. And then third, I'm gonna have to say Brett Favre, man. You know, I really respected Brett Favre, and yeah, I know some people like him, some people don't, man. But you know what? I listen. I love the way he played. That mentality he had, you know, and it was great. But yeah, Far is definitely a legend in my book. And plus, I love the fact that he went to Minnesota and pissed off Green Bay and still did better. So yeah, it is all what it is. But yeah, no, Emmett was good, man. And in fact, I was gonna pick Emmett Smith, but I was like, there's no way I'm picking a Cowboy. I just couldn't do it.
Listen, man, I respect players. I don't care what
Yeah,
jersey he was wearing, nothing.
I know he was awesome.
Yeah, he was a beast, man.
Kicked our ass plenty of times, that's for sure.
Whooped our ass, man.
Oh yeah.
It
Trust
was
me, I
good.
remember watching some of those heartbreaks too, bro. I'm like, not again. How many times does he do this? And you literally let him do it every time. I never understood why we couldn't stop him. It's like you see him twice a year, you know what he's gonna do, and all you got to do is stop it. But we never were able to.
It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Well, I still feel like one of the most overrated Hall of Famers is um Troy Aikman. I hated Troy Aikman, bro. He really was buns. Like if you go back and look at Troy Aikman's stats, I mean, the only thing that really got this dude into the Hall of Fame was the Super Bowls. You get me? Because he never threw for over 2,500 yards. He never threw for over 30 touchdowns. He was just a dude that just managed the offense. He was the definition of a game manager.
Yeah,
Definition of a game manager, bro. And it's like Cowboys fans hype this dude up so much. I hate Troy Aikman with a passion. I hate him, bro. It's like, yo, Aikman was he was a dude that just benefited off a good football team. It's like
dude, look at the talent around him. Holy shit. You know, he had Emmett Smith. I believe he did have Dion, right?
he had Dion, I think, for like 2 years.
Too, and
But but
he had
he had like Kenny Norton over
Michael
there.
Irvin
He
too,
had
right?
Michael Irvin, Larry Allen. He
Yeah,
was the
like
most overrated. He the most overrated Hall of Famer ever, bro. If you look at this dude's stats, it don't even
yeah,
compare to Donovan McNabb's stats.
no,
It don't even compare to Don. Only reason he's in there is because of the Super Bowls. Only reason he's in there is because of the Super Bowl. He won what, 3 Super Bowls? That's
and you
the
can thank
only
Emmett
reason Troy
Smith for
Aikman is in
all of
there.
them.
And he just rode the coattails though. He rode the
Yeah,
coattails.
you can
Like,
thank Emmett for all of them, all of them.
yeah,
No lie. You rode off Emmett Smith's coattails and you enjoyed it.
bro. I argue with Cowboys fans. I've been arguing with Cowboys fans about this since I was like 13, 14 years old. You could Google this dude's stats. His stats is horrible. Like, his
Yeah,
stats is horrible. He only in the Hall of Fame because of the team that was around him. Now you can say, dude, oh, he's just a game man. But Troy Aikman is, if you look up game manager, Troy Aikman name should be the top of at the top of every list in
oh
game
yeah, his
manager.
face will
Because
be
this
on the
dude
top of that
he
description.
sucked, bro.
Yeah,
He sucked. Yo, he sucked so bad, bro. It was just crazy. Like, he sucked so bad. He had a dominant offensive line, dominant run game, one of the best wide receivers in NFL history. And he still never put up crazy stats. He just was a game manager. A game manager. And anybody can throw the football off play actions when your run game is actually dominant. I mean, he had it so easy.
yeah,
Remember Troy Aikman first, what, 2 to 3 years? The dude he sucked so bad. He sucked so bad. And then they put a football team around him. He won a
yep,
couple Super Bowls because of that football team. I can never get down with the Troy Aikman Hall of Fame thing. They won't even put T.O. in the Hall of Fame. But they put Troy Aikman in there just because of the Super Bowls. And it's horrible.
No, I feel you, bro. I think we are way too easy on who makes it into the Hall of Fame and who doesn't. I believe we should be a lot more strict on that. Like, you better have some pretty good fucking accolades to get into the Hall of Fame, dude. Like, you're talking the best of the best, you know? Um,
Yeah.
but I gotta say, man, you know, not only that, but then they follow that up with Tony Romo. Like, that's just, yeah.
Tony Romo gonna be in the Hall of Fame too. He's trash self.
Fuck that guy.
He's trash.
He didn't. Did he win anything? I'm pretty sure he didn't. Right? He didn't win.
He got out the. I think Tony Romo got out the first round like once, and
Yeah.
that's
Like,
the time they beat Detroit, and then they played Green Bay that next year, that next
what's he
week.
going to the Hall of Fame for? Announcing then? Because he sure as hell ain't getting it for
He
football.
put up great stats in the regular season, but it's like he never did nothing in the playoffs ever. I agree, Vic. Journalists definitely biased. T.O. should have been a Hall of Famer like 5 years ago.
Yo,
I don't care what he did. I don't care what he did off the field, in the locker room, nothing. The dude put up amazing stats his whole career. He should be a Hall of Famer. He should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. T.O. is a top 3 wide receiver all time in NFL history. And this dude's still not in the Hall of Fame yet. I don't get it.
I understand that, but before you start bitching about him, though, then I'm really gonna get on a kick and I'm switching it up on you. Fucking, I can't bitch about To yet, because like you said, he's only had like 5-6 years since he was able to be in. Dude, fucking Pete Rose is still not in the Hall of Fame of baseball.
You said who?
Pete Rose is still not in the Hall of Fame.
How the hell Pete Rose not in the Hall of Fame yet?
He's not. They never will let him in. Talk about being smug. Yo, he's not in, and he's one of the greatest baseball players to ever touch a field. Ever. You know, like, they smug him because of that. He bet on his team to win, I think it was. Or, well, I forget what it was exactly, but he bet on his team. You know, and you don't let him in for that? And you don't let T.O. in for his attitude? Listen, you tell me one time this guy did not talk shit and not back it up. Then I might agree with you on that. But every time T.O. talks shit, that man backed it up. Did he not?
He definitely was a dog on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a little attitude, a little divaness to him, but still. But you know what the crazy thing is? Tom Brady just retired, right? As soon as his name come up, he going into the Hall of Fame. Dude done cheated, got caught cheating, everything. But y'all want to keep T.O. out of the Hall of Fame because of his attitude?
Right?
He never got into trouble off the field. He never got into trouble off the field. It's like, come on. It's like, I mean, some wide receivers are divas. You see Odell Beckham, a lot of dudes like that. They're divas.
Yep.
They feel like they're the best player on the field at all times. T.O. was the same way. But back in them days, people didn't know how to handle T.O.'s antics, his attitudes, the stuff he did on the field, stuff like that. But the numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
No.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. Like, been in the Hall of Fame. We shouldn't even be talking about T.O. name right now in Hall of Fame, mentioning it at all. T.O. should be a Hall of Famer. There's no way that dude not in there. And if you go,
he is third or fourth in yards and receivers. He has like 18,000 receiving yards.
T.O. been out of the league for like 10 years.
Yeah. So, listen, man. When you talk T.O., you're talking about players like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Fair. You know what I'm saying? And to have Jerry Rice and Randy Moss, and yeah, I get it. They didn't have. Well, Randy Moss had a mouth on him. You'd say, right? He was cocky.
Yeah. Randy Moss, was basically T.O.
Yeah, so
he was the same person.
I don't believe any of that shit. Somebody has something they're holding against him during these votes, and I don't know what. I don't know if he screwed around with Roger Goodell's wife before he was commissioner. I have no fucking idea, but for some odd reason, bro, they do not want this man in the Hall of Fame, and I don't understand why. It's bad. Like, no lie, dude. This year when we were sitting there And when Rager was doing his stupid shit for us, I was like, at this point, go out and grab a 40-year-old TO because I'm pretty sure he'd play better than fucking Jalen Rager. You know what I mean?
T.O.
Like,
gonna get open and catch some footballs. I know
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, hell, fuck it. Grab that dude 1 year, 2 million, 3 million, whatever the fuck he wants. Put him in the slot and let him ball out. Fuck it. 40-year-old TO is way better than a 24-year-old Rager at this point. You know? Shit.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like I said, when Brady name up, it take 5 years for you to be out the NFL for you to get considered in the Hall of Fame, right? When Brady time is up, he's going straight into the Hall of Fame. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. T.O. never cheated. He never cheated. Never got caught doing steroids. He never got caught cheating. He never got caught nothing. This dude should be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, wait, he is, by the way. T.O. is a Hall of Famer. He is a Hall of Famer. He got in 18.
He did?
Yeah, he got. Remember, he didn't do his speech. That's right. I just saw Prime's thing. Remember, they invited him to do his speech, and he rejected it. He said he wouldn't do it.
But he should have been a first ballot, bro.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100%. They should have had a. They should have had a gold jacket waiting for that man when he left the field.
Bro, they screwed this dude over so many times before he actually got into the Hall of Fame. It's crazy. It's like, man.
I totally forgot that, though, Steven. Thank you, man. I totally forgot they inducted him in 18. Wow.
I forgot they inducted him, too. I ain't even gonna lie.
Time has flown by, dude.
Lie. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm sitting there arguing. I'm thinking he's not in the Hall of Fame already. Like, God.
Yeah, no. It is weird to think it, but yeah, I guess he is now. Well, hey, better late than never, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now I'm a little bit more happy. I ain't gonna lie.
You can sleep easy tonight,
bro. Happy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, it's been a great stream, man. I love getting on here with my guy, man. Love getting on here with my guy. Y'all got any questions to ask us before we get up out of here? Just ask, man. Just ask in the chat. I mean, you got Onetreroc in here, you got AK Eagle in here. I mean, two of the dogs of this little content creation we do. I mean, y'all got any questions to ask us before we get out of here? Go ahead, ask away.
I do, because I won't see you until after the Super Bowl. What's your prediction for the Super Bowl, man?
34-17 Cincinnati.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, I wasn't going to be that disrespectful, but damn, pressure's on now. 32-24, Cincy.
I like it. I'm just not a big Matthew Stafford fan, man.
I'm not.
I feel like he's gonna be the reason they don't win this Super Bowl.
No lie, dude. All I gotta say is Sean McVay better hope this works out because his ass is on the hot seat if they lose this game. And I know a lot of people will be like, nah. Dude, he gave up all the draft capital.
4 seasons.
Yeah, he gave up everything. He has nothing. It's like, dude, if you sit here and say that he does not win this year and he's not on the hot seat, you're full of shit. Like this dude, they have no capital at all. Hell, I don't even know where they're going to get the money to keep all these damn players. They're not going to be able to, so eventually they're screwed. Like they got a 2-year window this year and next year, and if they don't, I'm telling you, bro, McVay's gone. Like you cannot get a star-studded team like this, lose, and expect to keep your job. It just doesn't work that way.
Right. All right. See, Vic, the problem with the Russell Wilson thing is we can trade for him, but he going to want some money. He going to want some paper. Jalen Hurts right now is costing you literally nothing. So you
$750.
Bro, you can put a team around this dude, even if he's not the best quarterback, ever, the talent going to make up for that. So if you could put a team around this dude, a contending team, I feel like he could take you where he need to take you at. Going to get a Russell Wilson, that cripples your football team. It cripples your football team. We already don't have enough dogs as it is. We can't give up assets to get this dude. We gotta go. We gotta go all in with what we can get. I mean, and stack a team around Jalen Hurts like they did Russell Wilson. To be honest, like they did Russell Wilson in Seattle. They won that Super Bowl in spite of Russell Wilson. To be honest, they won in. They had a dominant defense, dominant run game. Marshawn Lynch running that football like crazy. They brought in a Percy Harvins. You get me? One of they undrafted free agents stepped up big time. So it's like bringing in a Russell Wilson. We're going to have to cut this team in half. So and we're
Yeah.
already not great as it is. So I feel like if you go through this draft, free agency, put some dogs around Jalen Hurts, he can win you. He can win you a Super Bowl. I promise you he can if you put the right people around him. It's just
Yeah.
bringing in Russell Wilson. I'm not really on board with that because when we do stuff like that, it never works out for us in our favor. So I'd
Yeah.
rather just build around this dude like they did once. I mean, that 2017 year, you got to think about what happened in that year. You got to think about what happened. The year before, he was throwing to Paul Turner, a Nelson Aguilar, confidence level. Bryce Traggs. What's the other dude name that got locked up for trying to grow across the Walt Whitman with all them drugs and stuff?
You mean
Josh
for
Huff.
us?
Josh Huff,
Oh,
Dorian
yeah.
Green Beckham. He was throwing to dudes like that. They brought in the Alshon Jeffries, Torrey Smith, Zach Ertz elevated his game. We brought in the Patrick Robertson. We brought in the Rodney McLeod. It was like, bro, if you could put a solid team around this dude, I feel like he can take us where we need to go. I mean, if he works on his all season, he's improves in the all season with his throwing and stuff like that, he could take us where we need to go. And then you don't got to just rely on the Jalen Hurts once you put that team around him. Dudes around him going to step up. You're going to have some leaders on that team. You're going to have some dogs on that team. So I'd rather do it that way than this way. Look at the Cincinnati Bengals right now. Look at the Los Angeles Rams right now. They did it in two different fashions, and they both playing in the Super Bowl this week. Cincinnati did it through the draft. They brought in a few free agents and stuff like that. But Jesse Bates, Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, all them dudes was drafted. They was drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
So it's not one way to skin a cat. After this year, if LA don't win this Super Bowl right here, they got so many people they need to pay. They don't have a first-round draft pick for years. So which way would you rather cut this? I'd rather go through sticking with your quarterback, putting dudes around him, and trying to go after it because in all reality, the NFC is wide open. The NFC going to be wide open next year. So I'd rather do it that way than bringing in a high-profile quarterback, crippling your team, paying them millions of dollars, and not getting nowhere. Aaron Rodgers been to the Super Bowl one time in his career. Russell Wilson been twice, only got one. So y'all got to think about that before y'all start trying to throw out these Deshaun Watsons and stuff like that. Y'all got to think about stuff like that. That's gonna cripple your team. It's gonna cripple your football team. So I'm sticking with Jalen until otherwise.
Yeah, I got to agree there with you, man. Listen, first off, Russell Wilson, I understand. I believe he takes a 17 million cap hit this year as a quarterback, which is not actually that bad. I understand that. But listen, if you go out and you get Russell Wilson, one, it's going to probably take 2 firsts to get him. All right. I'm not up for doing that because it's like you said, Jalen Hurts is costing us $750K. That's what he cost us as a quarterback, $750. All right, that's cheap. That's dirt cheap for a quarterback. All right, now, right now, whenever you sit there,
I'm cracking up at old Dizzle.
that's what I was laughing at too. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at too while you were talking, man. I saw that, I started cracking up. But listen, when you go out and you get a Russell Wilson, all right, you want Russell Wilson to leave Seattle. You want him to leave Tyler Lockett and DK for a Devontae Smith, a Quez Watkins in development and a Jalen Rager who can't catch a ball, I guarantee he's going to laugh at that and be like, no thanks. He's pretty much leaving the same defense to come to the same defense. You're not getting any help there. I just don't see it happening because I get it. We have cap room to increase the team, but you're not going to increase it if you get Russell Wilson because you won't have any money left to do anything. You really won't. So, and not just that, but dude, I'm tired of bringing in other people's talent and just making it work. I'm ready to start producing our own talent. Like you said, Cincinnati, they got all of their talent damn near through the draft. I understand you got to bring in some free agencies. You got to have a good mixture of vets and rookies and young guys. But when it comes down to it, though, I want to start developing Philadelphia Eagle football players. I don't want to bring in somebody else's sloppy seconds to try and win. We need to start doing it ourselves, and that means quarterback, that means wide receivers, that means defense, that means halfbacks, everything, dude. We have to start developing our own homegrown talent. We got to stop depending on other people to let go of their trash. We pick it up and pray to God it works for us. And I feel that's what we do a lot. So I'm 100% with you, man. I do not think we need to go that route. We need to do us and only us,
Facts. Hold on. Let me get some comments up here. I want to get to.
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'm still laughing there.
That crack pipe thing is funny as shit. Yeah.
Hey, Dizzle. Dizzle, you from the city, man? You ever been down K&A? It's like, what can you really do? Unless you throw like an atomic bomb down there, ain't nothing you really could do. It's super bad down there. I was just down there probably like an hour ago. I had rode through there. Bro, it just looked like The Walking Dead down there. So, if they're gonna be recycling needles and stuff like that, it's like, you might as well give them some clean ones. It's like, shit, they're gonna do it anyway.
Listen, man, this is the way I look at it.
Yo,
I believe all drugs.
It ain't no stopping what's happening down there. So it's like, at least you could do is just like, go ahead, get them motherfuckers some needles. Oh shit, that's on them. Like, that's on them. Ain't nothing you could do. It's like it's just like when you go through there, it's just like swarms of heroin addicts, like swarms of them. It's like how you cleaning that up? How is you cleaning that up? And I'm being honest, I don't like seeing it. I be seeing young dudes down there. Dudes be looking like they like 22, 21, 22 years old down there. I hate seeing it, but it's like, how you gonna stop it? How you gonna stop it? It's like, it don't really matter too much. Like, you can give them clean needles, dirty needles, you can give them water, food. They still gonna be heroin addicts.
Yeah,
they don't want to get no help. They don't want to get no help, bro. So it's like, what can you really do?
No, I'm a firm believer, bro, that literally all drugs should be legal. All right, no lie. I know that sounds bad, but listen, humans are going to do drugs whether you want them to or not, whether they're illegal or not. Look at Prohibition. You took alcohol away and people became more drunks. It's just how it happens, Listen, when you tell a human being that they can't do something, by golly, we're going to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hate being told we can't do something. It's just in our nature.
Right.
But listen,
do more.
Exactly. But in the end, bro, drug addicts are drug addicts. Whether they're legal or not legal, they're going to do them. And it sucks. I've been fortunate to not have one in my family, but I know people who have had them. And listen, you can sit there and plead with them. You can do interventions 3 times a week. It does not matter. If their mind is set that they want to do it, they're going to fucking do it. It's just how the drug is built, and it's how you feel whenever you're hooked on it. I don't know what to do for these people. I wish I had an answer, man. But you know what? If you can sit there and you can legalize all drugs and turn some warehouses into military type places where you create it government wise, so you know nothing's being put in the drugs. You know, it's just straight what it is, and then you sit there and you have a whole computer, kind of like how the healthcare system is today, where they're all connected. You know, and you can say, all right, you can get 2 doses a day, you can get 3 doses a day, and you control it. Dude, I don't see any issue with it as long as people aren't out there overdosing. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, that's a whole nother subject, bro.
It's
So,
crazy. It's crazy, bro.
and that's right, Vic.
I mean,
If they get crack pipes, I want fucking bongs. It's only fair. Like,
AK, the next time you come to the city, bro, I'm taking you down Kenya A. It's like it's Kensington and Allegheny.
yeah,
This is the worst neighborhood I think in this city. It's like the L stop. You get off at the L stop, you be so scared for your life. You like one of these junkies gonna try to rob me or something. It's crazy. Because it be swarm zone. Like right in front of the L stop, it'd be like 30, 40 junkies right there. 30, 40 junkies right there. Trash everywhere. Needles everywhere.
so it's just like in Cali with what's that one strip called in Cali, down in LA, where all the junkies are. Like it's that whole the red light district, I guess they call it, whatever it is in Cali, dude. So it's kind of like that. Like it's just filled with just people on the streets and shit like that.
It's crazy, bro. Matter of fact, next time I ride through, I'm a videotape it and I'm gonna send it to you. It just look crazy. The whole strip is just bombed out. It's like, bro, it's like these dudes never go home. The crazy thing is, right there at Kensington Allegheny, it's a meth clinic right there, like right across the street. Nobody go there.
Well, yeah, they don't want to be clean. They don't want to be clean, bro. It's a mindset. That's what I said. You might as well just legal everything, because no matter what you do, first off, if you legalize everything, crime rate will go down. I mean, it's been shown in other countries when they legalize stuff. You know, if everybody can get it and no one's getting in trouble for it, one, your prisons are less loaded with people, and secondly, ain't nobody out there trying to rob somebody because anybody can fucking get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, thank you, Skid Row. Thank you, Marina. I appreciate that. I was trying to think of it so much, but yeah, the Hotel Cecil pretty much sits on it. Yeah. No, listen, man, that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother day. We could be here for hours talking about that shit, because no one should have to suffer like that, man.
Yeah,
You know,
crazy,
when you see places like that, like Skid Row and where you're talking about, it's like, what are we doing with our money, dude? We should be helping these people. I understand some of them don't want to help, but sometimes you just got to force people to have a better life. You know what I mean? Because in the end, deep down inside, do you think those people really want to be doing that? You know what I'm saying? Do you think they really want to? No, it's the drug itself taking over. They're hooked. Exactly. So there's got to be some way, man. It's just, frankly, our government does not give a shit. You know what I'm saying? They just fucking don't. There's other governments out there in other countries who do, and you see they handle it and they take care of it, but we don't. And I don't know why, man. I don't know.
It's crazy. Listen, man. I didn't did food drives, everything for down there. It don't work. So
Yeah.
We didn't did the street cleanups, everything. It don't work. It don't work.
Yeah.
They kicked the heroin addicts and crackheads and shit from right there, and they just migrate right back. It's like I said, the only way you can stop it, right? If y'all, this how you can stop this from happening. This how you can stop this. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. Tell all the people that's clean, y'all gotta move from right here, right? Y'all gotta move from right here, by this date. After that date, y'all just drop an atomic bomb on that whole area. Boom, bro. That's the only way you can stop it. Atomic bomb right on that whole area. Boom.
Well, we're not trying to wipe out all of Philly, though, just that one block. So an atomic bomb's a little excessive.
where it just clean that
Okay,
whole
okay.
area up,
Yeah,
and then y'all just rebuild it. That's the only way y'all
okay.
stopping it. Because
I was gonna say because an atomic bomb would wipe out all of Philly. We don't want
yeah,
to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We just
Not a
want to. We
atomic
just
bomb,
want
just a
that
little
one
nuke, like on
particular area.
yeah, yeah, like on Call of Duty. Just throw a little
Yeah.
nuke down there and
Yep.
just blow all that area up. Then y'all just rebuild it and shit. Let all the crackheads and stuff stay right there, and then y'all just blow them all up, and then y'all just rebuild it. That's the only way I can see that happening because the cops can't stop it, government can't stop it, none of them can stop it. It's like you dudes, bro. It's crazy because it's getting younger and younger and younger. Like I seen a dude. I walked. I came down there one day. I seen a dude. He had this part of his hair dyed. That's how I knew he was young. He
Yeah.
had this part of his hair dyed, dipping, just leaning. I'm like, oh my god, this is
Hey, I bet
serious.
you that makes for a bunch of good TikTok content though for you.
Yeah, they do. I don't record it though because it's sad. It's
It
like
is sad.
that's my
It
city,
is.
man. It's sad. I don't
Yeah.
record it. I
No,
really try to talk to these dudes, but I mean, it ain't no talking to them.
and no lie, bro. Like and we're talking about Philly, but honestly, there's a Skid Row in every fucking city.
It is every
Really
city,
is. Every city has one. You
no
know,
matter where you
it's
go.
just not Philly. It's just not LA. Chicago has a Skid Row. So does New York. So does all these fucking major cities. It's just something that happens, and unfortunately, man, it sucks. You know, I'm a people person. I like to help people. I like to, try and make the world a better place for everyone. But man, just some people just don't want to be helped. I can show a horse the water, but I can't make him drink. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah, yeah.
So,
We all love sport topic. I mean, this late night at the cave though. This what me and AK do. Y'all can throw
yeah.
anything up there. We gonna talk about it, man. This my guy
Oh
right
yeah.
here. I mean, we could do
Trust
this
me,
all
man.
night, man. We
I
about
have
to
way
listen,
more
man.
thoughts
Yeah,
than just football.
yeah. If y'all don't got any more questions though, we gonna go ahead and get up out of here because it's late. I mean, my guy gotta go. I mean, deal with some family stuff. Me too. It's like, I
Yep.
mean, but like, believe it or not, though, this content, this right here, it takes so much away from our family, and we respect our family. Is like, damn, like y'all really rock with us, and we respect y'all because y'all really rock with us. Y'all love watching us do this, man. So we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. I'm gonna let my guy AK take us out of here because he know how to do it the best. But I mean, you already know it's your boy Onetreroc. It's your boy Onetreroc. I mean, 1/4 of Birds of Broad Street, 1/2 Birds on the Line, 1/2 Late Night at the Cave with Onetreroc and AK Eagles, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's so many great Eagles content creators out here. It's like if you ever want to get into the content thing, hit up AK, hit up Vic 3, Eagles Champ, Lord Brunson, BG31, Philly Foothills. There's so many great, I mean, Tone the Shields. There's so many great Eagles content creators out here. 300, um, Philly Fresh. Like I could go down the line. There's so many great content. You want to get into this? It's not easy because it takes so much of your time up, but it's easy because you got so much help. I mean, you got so much help. Twitter, anything. Hit these dudes up, man. They know they football stuff. They know they football stuff. I mean, hit Onetreroc up. You can hit any of us up, man. We not gonna never turn you down because we all had to start somewhere. We all had to start somewhere. So I mean, hit us up. You all want to do the content thing? Hit us up. I mean, we're gonna tell you what you need to do, or tell you what not to do, or whatever the fuck we want to tell you. We're gonna tell you that. I mean, listen, this is a family right here. This is a big family right here. We all love each other. We all respect each other. We all got each other numbers, Twitter accounts, everything. We all got that. If you all want to get into the content, just hit us up. But I'm gonna let my guy AK take us up out of here. It's your boy Onetreroc about it.
Listen, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. My God does not lie here whenever I sit here and say that, you know, a lot of this streaming takes up a lot of family time, you know, private time for us with our families, and we love doing it, and our wives and kids understand that, and that's why we do it. You know, if my wife was not so nice about it, I probably wouldn't be up here, you know, but uh, special thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching our content, watching the late night at the cave. For me, AK Eagles, and the Wagyu crew, you know, we all appreciate all the love and support. I am on the way to 1,000 subs, trying to get monetized. I got my watch hours already, just need the subs now. So if you haven't subbed to me, please go ahead and do so. Appreciate it. If not, thanks for the support anyway. But yeah, I am AK Eagles from the Eagles Uncensored podcast. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu,
And if you
subscribe
like the
to.
Wagyu,
If you like the Wagyu, subscribe to. You know what it is, man. Appreciate you for having me on. Can't wait till next Friday to get this shit going. We can talk about the Super Bowl. Until next time, it is Fly Eagles Fly. We love y'all. Peace out. Let's make YouTube go green.
yes, sir. Peace.